Parade. Now, here are your hosts, Lynn Martinez and Shireen Sandoval.
Yay! Hi, everybody. Happy Winterfest Boat Parade. I'm Lynn Martinez.
I'm Shireen Sandoval. I'm so excited. My favorite time of year.
It's gonna be amazing. Look at that. It's the beginning of the parade. It's the fireworks boat. You know it's the start of Winterfest when those things go off. Happy holidays, everybody. This is from Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. They love lighting up the night and your data storage.
Yeah, and if you'd like to know how HPE can help you with intelligent storage, both on-premise or hybrid, you can give them a call. Wow, look at that. I wait all year for this. It's amazing.
Let's listen. The Hewlett-Packard fireworks barge thing here goes off through the whole 12-mile route. I mean, everybody in these condos and apartments and along the shoreline there get a beautiful view, but it's going to go for 12 miles.
By the way, that was a bang-up job.
Ba-dum-bum. You're so funny. Next up is the U.S. Coast Guard cutter. But in a moment, bear with me. Look at these boats lined up, Shireen. This is going to be an amazing show.
So excited. We have a lot of boats this year. We have a lot of great decorations. You can see everybody's out. This is the cutter. Okay, tell me about the cutter.
Well, we keep going back and forth, but we'll go back to it. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter is a 45-foot boat from the Coast Guard. It is from the Coast Guard station in Fort Lauderdale.
And I love Santa. They're on top. Have you been a good girl this year?
I have been superb.
I can't wait to hear what you want. I'm always good.
Right?
Hello. I've already made out my Christmas list. And check it out. There's Rudolph. His nose is shining bright, guiding his sleigh tonight. That's one of my favorite carols, by the way. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Don't get us singing. We love to sing Christmas carols.
There's no stopping us. Okay, it's just going to happen. Yeah, the Coast Guard's really important, obviously. You know, they guard our waters. They help boaters out. They rescue people coming to South Florida, so it's a pleasure to have them in the Winterfest Boat Parade today.
Now, did you know that the parade was officially organized in 1971 by the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce, the Marine Task Force, and the Board of Realtors? Just a little fact there.
Awesome. Here is the Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescuers boat. And these guys do, and women, men and women, do important work. Obviously, they're on the water to rescue and help out boaters who are in distress. They also use this boat to put out fires on the water. Tonight, though, they're all decked out in lights for this wonderful parade.
Yeah, and they're going to be shooting water from the boat throughout the parade route. I wonder if they put it behind the fireworks boat for a reason.
Well, probably. Now, this is the Mac Daddy boat. This is the Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Grand Marshal Showboat.
Yes!
And tonight, the boat parade will actually change the waterway to a flowing film reel with a theme of lights, camera, action. And on the boat is
Bret Michaels, this
Yeah.
year's Grand Marshal. I've had the biggest crush on him for years. He is so amazing, such a great singer,
Beautiful
great
eyes.
musician, beautiful eyes. Famous for a long time in the 80s. I love his music. Can you tell that I'm gushing?
You are gushing. I think he's going to sing something for you tonight.
Oh.
Let's listen.
Merry Christmas. We love being here. Hello, my friends. Thank you for having us. It's an honor to be here. Merry Christmas. All right, I got a whole bunch of people off the bank. Mark Swenson, and Lisa, and David, and Ensign WSBN.
Yay! So that's the theme. See it on the side there? Lights, camera, action.
Yeah,
Very
I love it.
Nice.
I love this year's theme. The vessel is decorated by Deco Productions. Did you ever watch his reality show? I want to say it was like 15 years ago. It was really kind of the beginning of those dating shows. And he would have like different girls in the house. There were like 15 of them, and they all vied for a rose.
He started this?
Yeah,
Wow.
he pretty much started it. He's a pretty cool guy.
Awesome.
And
That
I love
boat
this
is
boat.
beautiful.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah,
decorations.
yeah, they really went all
And
out.
of course, I love the
Film,
theme. We love the theme, but
camera,
hosting Deco
yeah.
Drive, we love everything entertainment.
Gorgeous. Movies on parade.
Lights, camera, action.
And thank you to everybody on Facebook who's listening and watching to us right now. We're broadcasting live just for you. Much appreciated. And if you couldn't get out there and you're watching it now, it's such a delight. It's one of the most famous boat parades in the world.
It is. It is. And it's for me, it marks, of course, the beginning of the holiday season.
Well, you know, like we were saying, Thanksgiving was so late this year.
It was.
Like Christmas and New Year's and Hanukkah, they're like right around the corner. So, well, somebody asked me this question. It's a good one for you since you are a movie girl. And the theme is, you know, lights, camera, action this year. What is your favorite movie? I know it's hard to pin down.
It's really hard to pick just one, but if I had to, and you probably already know this, but I love Dr. Zhivago.
Oh, you know, I've never watched. It's still never
David
watched
Lean.
that.
Well, you need a lot of time. It's like it's a 4-hour
Yeah.
movie, but it's an Academy Award-winning movie starring Julie Christie, Omar Sharif, directed by Academy Award-winning director David Lean. Probably too much information, but definitely one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'll watch that when I've got lots of time. Mine is, you're never going to guess
Yes,
it.
I want to know yours.
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, frankly, darling, I don't give a damn.
I'll never go hungry again as God is my witness. It's just a beautiful, not just a love story, but history. I don't know. That
Yeah,
would be
but
like
it's an epic movie.
amazing
You know, they don't.
yeah.
They make epic
Yeah.
movies now, but it's more about superheroes.
True.
That was an epic love story, much like Dr.
Yes.
Zhivago.
And survival story. And just,
Yes.
You know, some parts of the movie make me sad, but it's wonderful to love your movies. And this is the Republic National Distributing Company. This boat is all about spirits, you know,
Yeah.
drinky poos, holiday spirits, whether it's rum, vodka, tequila. This boat has drinks flowing like a river, and they're traveling down the new river, so that's kind of apropos.
Republic National Distributing Company is aboard the Catalina, and this boat has 2 special guests who will be tearing up your heart. And I promise you will not want to say bye, bye, bye to Grammy nominees Joey Fatone and Chris Kirkpatrick, 2 members of the boy band NSYNC. I want to wave hello to them. We love
Oh,
NSYNCers.
love them. That's what a treat that is. There you go. These boys are definitely in sync, and the holiday spirit is showing on this showboat, decorated by Ivan Rodriguez.
Very nice. Did you have a favorite NSYNC song? I did like the ba ba ba.
Yeah, it's super catchy.
And they can all dance. All of them.
They can all dance.
Yeah.
And they're in sync, literally. Oh, this is the judges' table.
Oh, the judges, they
so
have
let
their
me tell
work
you-
cut out for them. This is not an easy thing to judge.
I love that jacket.
There's so many fabulous boats. Yeah.
I think the I can't see because it's just a side of it. I think that's Mayor Trentelis toward you. He is the City of Fort Lauderdale mayor, and then also Stacey
we got to zoom.
Ritter,
We got to zoom.
and President and CEO of Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Center and Visitors Bureau, and then Jeffrey Levine. He's president elect of Realtor of Palm Beaches, and then there's Amelia with big 105.9, big personality there, and Captain James. I hope I say his name right. Passarelli. He's with the U.S. Coast Guard, and then finally the last judge on is Stephen Tilbrook, chair-elect of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce. Thank you to the judges. They've got a tough job.
Tough job. A lot of great boats this year.
Yeah, I mean, look at this little number.
Yeah, I
Super
love this
cute.
one. This is the USS Mobile Mike. Lights, camera, action. Go big or go home. Here's Mobile Mike and his iHeartRadio experience. He's actually broadcasting live from the parade. And baseball player J.D. Martinez and Froggy
Oh, I love Froggy.
from the Elvis Duran show. They're all on board. And a big mazel to Elvis Duran. He, I believe, got married this year in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a place out
He's
there
so
where I'm
happy.
from originally. Yeah.
He's also joined by Brian and Rachel from The Bachelorette. A lot of celebs on here. The Mobile Mike iHeartRadio yacht is powered by the law offices of Canner, Pitaluga. Yeah, there you go, Pitaluga. And cater courtesy of Billy Stone Crabs. Loves the Billy Stone Crabs of Hollywood. Oh, there you go. How cute are they? Mobile Mike. Make some noise, Riverside.
I love following Mobile Mike on Instagram.
Mike.
He has the best Instagram and Facebook. You know, he's always out in the community. You know,
So much
featuring
energy, that guy. He never
a lot of
stops.
energy, but featuring all the things that you want to see. You know, whether it's parties, charity events, but he's really entrenched in the community, and that's one of the things I really admire about him.
And you'll see that in this parade. It's local community, people who love this town. This is the Port Everglades pilot boat. It's all decked out in lights, of course, for the holidays. These guys protect the environment and the economy by taking command of the massive ships that enter and exit Port Everglades.
This is their third year in the parade. On board tonight is Captain Tim and his daughter Victoria, along with friends and family, because we know when it comes to the boat parade and decorating, sometimes it takes a village.
A lot of times it takes a village. I mean, you would be really surprised at how long it takes to decorate even a small boat. I love the icicles in the front.
I do too. What's your favorite Christmas colors? Or
Well,
I guess just one, because you...
I guess, well, red.
Red.
Yeah, what about you?
I kind of like the icicle, kind of the clear...
Yeah, like those lights.
Yes.
I just bought some at Costco. They're amazing. Those look like Costco
What color
lights.
is your tree? Because you always have a theme.
It's multicolored, and I was looking at this year. Like Craig Stevens has a white tree this year with just red balls. I think next year I want to do that. Like, you know, you can change up your decorations.
Yeah,
you don't
it's very
have
fashion
to.
forward. It's like
Yeah.
the boats every year. You know, some people come
Exactly.
back year after year,
Yeah.
but they change it up. They change up their boats. They change up the theme. Obviously, doing the theme that, you know, whatever the parade is. And I like the creativity, and I like that it takes family, friends, and like I said before, a village to make it all come together.
You know, in 2004, the parade became actually a name that we know very well, the Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade. So Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest has been married since 2004. That's a long time.
And of course, we were talking about Brett Michaels
Mm-hmm.
as the Grand Marshal this year, but there's a big history when it comes to celebrities and the parade. Some of the past Grand Marshals include Bob Hope, Regis Philbin, George Hamilton, Willard
Oh, I
Scott.
remember George Hamilton. I was doing the show with him. Yeah, and he's just as tan in real life.
Is he?
Yeah, and he was
just as
lovely.
handsome too, right?
So lovely. And
Lee
charming.
Majors,
Oh,
Kelly
wow.
Ripa, Barry Gibb. I had the pleasure of being with Barry Gibb one year on the boat, riding down the parade route with him. Kim Kardashian, Pitbull, Tracy Morgan, Flo Rida, Big and Rich. And this year, of course, as we said before, we're excited to have Brett Michaels as our Grand Marshal.
This is the Celsius on the Sun Dream yacht. It is absolutely gorgeous. Celsius, I'll just tell you what it is. It's a healthy, functional energy drink. It's got 7 essential vitamins. It doesn't have any sugar, artificial colors, or flavors. That's where the name comes from. The boat is massive. They say their blend, by the way, when it comes to this drink, is made with ginger, green tea, and guarana. And it's clinically proven, they say, to boost metabolism, burn body fat when combined with exercise. But who's exercising tonight?
No, but you shouldn't exercise during the holidays. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a
Exercise on the
little,
way
yeah.
to the buffet table. But I wanted to talk about the decorations, and of course, we have the boaters up there. They're wearing their festive necklaces, and I like these decorations because they're doing kind of the progressive in the colors. They have the Live Fit, which is their tour that they're
Right.
on right now. But they have the green. They have that icicle color we talked about in the middle.
White,
they have
yeah.
the white, the red, and the blue. Very nice.
Beautiful. They made South Florida and the boat parade one of their stops. And if you see their branded truck, make sure you stop by and grab yourself a Celsius drink. So they're doing this tour, as you mentioned, Shireen, as a way of encouraging people to live healthy and active and get out there and exercise.
And next, we have the Sailfish. They're having a night at the movies on board the Sailfish. Check out the big popcorn boxes and canes, candy canes, candy canes. The red lights represent a red carpet, like at a movie opening.
Cute.
Captain Todd says the idea for the decorations just came to him in a dream. Oh, good things come in a dream.
Well, you know, dreams are really important. And you know, I love the Sailfish. This boat has been in the parade numerous years. 1,800 lights decorate this boat. I mean, you look at it and you're like, oh, no, that's not 1,800, but it takes so many lights to stand out on television,
Right.
And in person. It took about a week, they say, to put it all together, but it was more than one person doing this. So thank you, Sailfish, for entering again this year. You're number 13. Good
Very
luck.
festive. And speaking of red carpets, you did a big red carpet this year in London for.
I did.
Tell me about that. That was what was the
That
movie?
was
It
for Elton John's
The Rocket Man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a
the
documentary.
docu-
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Yes.
It was, that movie, I watched 3 times.
I loved your dressing room.
Thank you. I loved it too, sure, Naya. This is Advanced Roofing. They have been in the parade since the beginning of time. I love them. It's a superhero theme. It's a showstopper. They showstop every year. Winterfest board member Rob. I know Rob.
Yeah.
Cornarins. Oh yeah, Rob Cornarins. I was going to mispronounce his name. Rob is dressed as the Hulk. We saw him, and I think I forget who did the story. Brian Enton or somebody did the story recently and interviewed him in the Hulk costume.
That's good. That's a
He's
good
so cute.
And his wife is going to be Wonder Woman. I don't see her yet, but that's a really good idea. The Hulk and Wonder Woman. They go
Robin
together
is-
like peanut butter and, I don't know, jelly.
Rob says he and his wife spend weeks putting their entries together every single year, and the whole theatrical stage is built on top of a 55-foot millie. Look at that.
Yeah, and the big LED screens are showing custom-generated superhero scenes. And if that wasn't enough, they also have 10,000 lights, 6
Wow.
moving spotlights, CO2 cannons, snow, and 20,000 watts of sound. Woo!
Next is a Charlie Brown Christmas. How cute is this?
Oh, I love a
This
Charlie
is the
Brown
Finch.
Christmas.
And they have a 7-foot-tall red Snoopy doghouse there in the back. That is so adorable. And the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And they made it themselves out of PVC piping.
Now, this group has actually been working on the boat since October.
Oh, yeah.
They went with a Charlie Brown Christmas theme because it's been their favorite since childhood.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's so cute. Woodstock's at the front, and they're Snooping on top. That is really clever.
Very creative. Some good stuff this year, right?
Very good stuff.
Very creative.
Oh, and look at this gorgeous
Oh,
beauty.
I love these lights.
This is the U.S. Navy Sea Cadets, and they're on board the Archer tonight. It's a great program for kids between ages 10 and 18. They learn moral character and life skills, among other things. And there they are, standing at attention.
On board with them tonight, their parents and staff. Of course, we salute you, Sea Cadets. I love the song too.
And they have to stand that way for 12 miles.
It's a good glute workout.
And focus,
Yes.
calm, dedication. Next is the
Felicity. Here is the Stellabot family doing their favorite movie, The Lion King. Check out the 6-foot lion on the bow. Also on the bow, their daughter Michelle is dressed as Nala.
I love that movie. Who doesn't love Lion King? And their granddaughter's dressed as Rafiki. More than 10,000 red and white and blue lights decorate this boat. Now, the name of the boat, as you said, is Felicity, and they say that means happiness. Feliz, be happy, like Feliz Navidad, which is how they feel, they say, when they're out on the water, super happy. This is the 3rd year in the parade for the Felicity. So thank you for coming back again. Love the theme.
Very festive. And our next one is the Sandbar. Check out this Christmas party on board. First time for them in the parade. Very nice for this crew. They decided to join the parade because they think Winterfest is a great community event. The boat is decorated with 500 holiday lights, and they have a Christmas tree on there, right there on the boat with them.
Yeah, that's so cute. They say the cook came up with the idea here, and the boat actually travels out of the intercoastal, and you can actually pull up, order food. I've seen this on the water myself.
You
It's
have?
brilliant. Like, you're on your boat, you're like, oh, I'm starving.
it's a
you
great
know?
idea.
It's kind of like Uber Eats on the water. It's super cute.
It's really great, too, if this is their first time doing this. When you're
Yeah.
on the boat and you're looking out at all the people,
Yeah.
that's a nice vantage point as well.
Check out the Key Largo. On board tonight, the Street Soldiers Motorcycle Club. This club is a group that promotes motorcycle safety, super important down here in Florida, and South Florida especially, where we have a bunch of crazy drivers. Make sure you wear your helmet. They've outlined the boat with string lights, and it's the first time they've entered the parade. They're from Key Largo, I guess, right?
Yeah, I like that. And like so many others, they've watched for years, and they said that they just had to try it out for themselves. I don't blame them.
So they're number 20, and they're number loud and proud.
Yeah, and the parade route, by the way, it starts in downtown Fort Lauderdale, and it's added more than 250,000 spectators. Now the parade is viewed by about 1 million people
Wow.
down the New River Line and the Intracoastal.
This is the Bache. This is the Animal House theme. on the Mache. This is the second year in the parade for this boat. Last year, they had to get their generator fixed right before the parade started, so hopefully this year things went smoothly.
They're having a toga party on board. Their holiday-themed decorations are tied in with a fraternity house vibe, of course. Friends and family flew in from all over the country to get out of the cold and participate in the big parade.
Yeah, you'll see that when the boat passes, you'll see the togas in the back.
Toga, 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 toga.
Super cute. Yeah, that was a great movie too. It's
Such a great,
silly.
great movie.
Yeah, that's a good theme.
Starring a Belushi brother too. Pretty great actors.
And I wonder if they're going to be able to, they have to keep up this energy for 12 miles. There are the togas. Oh, look at the dresses are lit underneath. That's cute. Very cute.
Oh, Aladdin! I love this.
Oh, this is the Captain Showboat, right?
Yes.
Powered by FP&L.
Say hello to Emma Sorensen, representing Make-A-Wish, South Florida. She's on there, and you can see she was diagnosed, Lynn, with brain cancer at the age of 12. Emma competed for the title of Winterfest Junior Captain with other kids representing nonprofit organizations in the area. The voting was very close between Emma and a child representing the Junior Diabetes South Florida.
Oh, since it was so close, Emma invited Sebastian to be on board. I guess Sebastian is the runner-up.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
FPL chose the wishful images of Disney's Aladdin for this year's theme with the genie and the memorable lamp. FPL wants to wish everyone a happy holidays.
Well, congratulations to Emma and Sebastian. You know,
Very
sometimes
nice.
kids teach us so much, and here she's extending grace to Sebastian. And there's a beautiful look at the Riverside Hotel. Of course, they've always got one of the best views right there in front of the viewing station.
And I wanted to mention, we were talking about Aladdin. Well, we just had the Black Tie Ball last week at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Pretty amazing. The Guitar Hotel, fabulous. And that was the theme at the Black Tie Ball. So we had the magic carpet.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and we had some of the Broadway on America singers there, and they sang hit tunes from Aladdin, from the musical.
So cool. This is the AARP bringing the Bahamas to South Florida. They're proud to support Bahamian tourism with a live Junkanoo band and other representatives to say, celebrate life Bahamas style. And of course, the Bahamas were hit very hard, you know, by a hurricane recently. They still have not recovered in many areas. Did you know that AARP is here in South Florida with volunteers and staff providing resources to help you care for yourself, Shireen, and your family? I mean, you don't need it now, but maybe someday.
Yeah, everybody needs it. Yeah, they're hosting fun events, free workshops, and working hard to make this area even better for people age 50 plus. They would love to have you become a part of it.
I love the palm trees lit up. You know, of course, that screams Bahamas and the colors and the front. Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, and they
The
have Miss
nutcrackers.
International World on board and Miss Latina International. Very nice. I like this boat a lot. I like the
Beauty
decorations. I love a good wreath.
Yeah.
There's
good
nothing like a
wreath.
good wreath.
Yeah, I have a wreath on my door. It's already dying, but it's beautiful. Up next, is this the Musette? I think it is. The Musette 2. They are decked out in lights and wreaths as well.
Very nice. This charter boat company does private events like weddings. And of course, you can find out about it from the Musette. Host a big party on board,
That would be fun,
a special dinner.
right? A lot of fun. Musette 1 and 2 has been in the parade for many, many years as well. Another staple. Our favorite boat. Belkis and Craig on board and Deco sign right beneath them. This is the Venetian Lady. This is a very special super boat because Super Bowl 54, as you all know, is coming to Hard Rock Stadium on February 2nd. Channel 7 is carrying it live. And the only place to catch it is on TV in South Florida Super Bowl station, WSVN.
This will be a record-setting 11th time the big game is played in Miami, and football fans, they can't wait. It's going to be very exciting. Of course, we have J-Lo and Shakira performing at halftime, which I think is. Can we listen? Hi, Belkis.
Nice work, crew, as always. It takes a village. Hats off to the guys.
I like her
I was
jacket,
just
by the
gonna
way.
say, adorable. I gotta find out where she got that. Super cute. And Craig goes to bed with a dinner jacket, so he always looks good.
Well, I thought they did look familiar, by the way, those people that I know, Belkys and Craig. Happy holidays to them, of course, and special thanks, as always, go out to Deco Productions for doing such a fantastic job decking out the Venetian Lady. And by the way, if you're wondering who's involved with the parade, we have 35 agency boats, 120 police detail land and sea, 2 boats, 5 land crews for fire rescue detail, 100 Winterfest volunteers night of the parade.
Look at everybody watching.
Yes,
Beautiful.
I like it. I like when people are watching and listening to us.
They're watching the parade. I mean, look at that view. Amazing.
They have 40 control boats, 8 bridges and 8 bridge tenders, 12 towboats, 35 certified emergency volunteers. So, as Belle said,
Wow.
and I've said, it takes a village. Look, everybody's so in the spirit tonight. That's a view up there. Check that out.
Amazing. Can you believe 43% of the people travel to watch the parade using other forms of transportation than parking their car, which is a great idea because parking is always a challenge. And 6% of the out of the area visitors added Winterfest as part of a cruise vacation. So think of the economy and the money that is pumped into our economy and community from Winterfest, because we do kind of take it for granted down here. If you've lived here longer than a year, you're like, oh, it's hot again, it's hot again. No, it's beautiful this time of year. And we get this to say hello to the holidays.
Yeah, and you said this before, Lynn. The parade started 48 years ago.
Almost when I started. This is the Mr. Bob. You can see this entry from space. It is thebob.com. Beautifully decorated Mr. Bob. Wow. The family has been doing this boat parade since 1985.
It's the Messingschlager family, yeah, and they're being honored by Winterfest as a long-time participant. They've been doing this so long. They're on the 2nd generation of decorators. Son Mark has been putting up all these lights for the last few years. Every single inch of this boat is covered in lights.
Generations of family members or dancing there. I mean, this is like we all have our traditions in our own family, whatever you consider family to be, and this boat, definitely, Mr. Bob is just deeply ingrained in their family as well.
What's your big tradition? What do you do every year?
Well, we do a couple things. On Christmas Eve, we each open up one gift. It has to be like something lame, not like
Small.
a big, small,
Okay.
not lame, like something
yeah.
small. And, we do the usual. I still hide gifts.
You hide them?
Well, yeah, because
under the tree
Santa,
or around the house?
Well, because Santa still comes.
Oh, so you put them out after?
Yeah, at
okay,
night.
gotcha. Yeah.
Santa and I do it together.
That's Santa. I hear he gets around.
Yeah, he does. What about you?
We actually, one of our big things is hosting a dinner on Christmas Eve. So we all get together, break bread, have a little wine, enjoy each other's company, and say things that we're thankful for.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I've carried on that tradition from my family.
More like, give me a present. No, but it's true. This is the season of giving.
It is the season of giving.
And
I already have your gift.
You do? I have your gift. It's already wrapped. Low expectations, Shereen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
This is
you
the
too.
Southwest Showboat on board the Lady Chateau. Although last year, we both gave each other great gifts.
We did.
Oh, yeah. Crank it. Oh, my God. I love this
Good. I love this song. You better not sing.
I can't stop it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this is Southwest Airlines Showboat, and they are the official airline of Winterfest. Southwest Airlines has chartered new territory, now flying to Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean.
The boat's a real beauty with a real beauty on board. There they go, Miss Florida USA. Nicole Jennings is on board tonight.
Interesting. This is a really cool boat. Broward College Bio Bus is on board the Water Taxi. It's a 42-foot canal boat. It actually runs on biofuel. Super good for the environment. Broward College Marine Engineering program put the entire entry together. So they're not killing the world, they're saving it.
They say the parade is important because it's a way to showcase the school's marine engineering program. A marine technical career is one of the most popular in the South Florida boating industry. By the way, they decorated with holiday lights and balloons.
I did not know the Broward College had such a program.
Yeah.
Marine engineering. Check it out, guys, if you're interested in that. Or you have college age people or anybody interested in going to Broward College. that's a nice program to consider.
You know, you were saying this is one of the biggest parades on water. This is the 7th largest one-day spectator event in the U.S.
Wow.
Which is a pretty big deal when you think about things like, you know, the Macy's Day Parade
Right.
and other holiday parades around the country.
Well, and this is just so lovely because it's always a beautiful night. You know what's so funny? I've been doing this parade for many years, and there's always a threat of rain, or there is a little bit of rain. But when it comes time for 6:30 and the parade to get going, like 95% of the time is beautiful.
And up next, we have the Ballyhoo. It's a huge LED screen on the boat. Now, the Ballyhoo Media is doing this entry. And tonight, they're playing movies on the big screen, sticking with our theme.
That's very clever. Normally, this boat is rented out for advertising and events. So
We should do this. We should put, you know,
like Deco Drive at 7:30
Yeah.
and 11:30.
You could be on one side,
Right.
and I could be on the other side.
Right, yeah, and just go up and down the intercoastal. I did not know you could rent that boat for advertising.
That's pretty cool. Now, do you have a favorite holiday movie? So not a favorite movie,
Oh
but
yeah,
holiday movie.
Elf, of course.
Oh yeah, the
I mean,
Elf
that's-
is good.
What about you? Let me guess.
Oh gosh, it's hard. It's hard. Oh,
I'm sure like some old classic.
No, National Lampoon.
Oh my God, that's a beautiful
Yeah,
movie.
just
Christmas,
the Christmas one.
of course.
Yeah, Chevy Chase. I mean, he's
Hysterical.
such a great actor. Yeah. So that's one of my favorite ones, and of course, this is a Wonderful Life.
Right, Wonderful Life.
A Wonderful Life is just one of those classics.
Angel gets its wings.
I
Oh,
think
look
it's-
at that.
Oh, very nice.
Fancy. And listen to that sound system.
I hate to say this, but this really gets me excited for one of Lynn's favorite movie franchises, Star Wars,
Yeah.
because it comes out the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
It's The Rise of Skywalker. This is the last in that trilogy. I cannot wait to see it. I have even looked on the internet for spoilers. I know you're really interested in this, but are we finally going to find out who Rey is? Are we going to have all
I
our
do like
questions
Rey,
answered?
yeah.
I know, and she's
But
a strong
but
female
what
protagonist.
She is. She's amazing. I saw the last movie, and she was. Yeah. What do you mean find out who Rey is? We
Because
know
we
who
don't-
she is.
Well, we don't. Well, we don't know her true origin. Who
Well,
her,
that's true.
Like, if is Darth
Right,
Vader, her
right.
her father
Right.
is
Father, cousin,
yeah.
brother, wife. This is the American Lung Association's Turquoise Takeover. It's another water taxi. Again, with the American Lung Association on board. They advocate lung cancer awareness because it is a #1 cancer killer in the U.S. Did you know that? The #1
Wow.
cancer killer. Their theme is the movie Up.
I
Up is a
like
beautiful.
that
It was a little
movie.
sad in parts, but
Yeah.
it was so beautifully done. The music, you left peaceful, and it's about love.
They say it's the perfect theme because just how the balloons in the movie raised the house to another world, the American Lung Association is raising awareness for lung cancer because when you can't breathe, really nothing else matters.
And let me just do a little a mom disclaimer here, or I just want to shove it in. Remind you to keep your lungs clear and healthy, and not vape.
yes, yeah, the vaping thing is.
It's an epidemic.
Yes.
This is the Staying Afloat party. Actually, the movie. Let me just start again. Staying Afloat party boat on board the Redhead. The movie office Christmas party is the theme of this boat, and since the 2016 movie included a lot of partying,
It
this
did.
is what the
Did you
group
see
is
that?
doing tonight.
You have to see that movie.
I have
it was
not seen that.
crazy. Speaking of holiday movies, it starts out as a traditional holiday party,
Uh-huh.
and then it just goes to hell in a handbasket. But like in a good way, just like so crazy.
It looks like they're having
Pretty
fun.
amazing. Yeah, you can rent their boats for your own party, but tonight it's the company's employees and soccer team throwing a party on board.
2 men in a truck on board this water taxi, and their mascot Truckee is on board. You can see him there, the little dancing truck. If you look hard enough, next to him, we'll see him in a second, is the stickman from their logo.
Logo, and also on board tonight, the YMCA Seminole Nation Indian Princesses featuring the Creek Tribe. The theme tonight is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, one of my favorite movies.
Amazing.
Check out the tree. Did you see it? It is 30 feet tall, and the lights are synchronized to move along with the music from the singing Christmas trees on the bow.
So that's from 2 men in a truck, and if you've ever moved, you know it's a pain in the booty. So
Yeah,
and here
they're
they
good.
they
They're
do
really
amazing
good.
work.
Yes.
And it's more than 2 men, by the way. The Salvation Army is on board the Sally here, and look at the big red kettle, because ding, 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 ding. That means Christmas
Yeah.
too, or the holidays. Did you know they provide shelter, clothing, meals, and support to 25,000 people through the red kettle donation. So if you're ever like, oh, I'm going to get you next time, I'm going to get you next time, that happens. You go to Publix or you see them outside. They really help a lot of people in our community.
On board tonight, Salvation Army Majors Stephen and Connie Long from the Fort Lauderdale Command and Greg and Tammy Davis from the Adult Rehabilitation Center. Along with a giant red kettle, they're decked out in Christmas lights this year. They're playing the song Silver Bells, Silver Bells. That's one of my favorites, which is perfect since there's a red kettle in front of your favorite store when you hear the bells ringing.
Here is the Phasma Raptor Military and Police Fast Act Rigid Inflatable Boat. The Raptor is the most advanced military and police boat on the market.
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
This is the Mac Daddy. It's mostly made apparently right here in Lauderhill, Florida.
Yeah, and this is their second year in the parade. They decided to come back because they had so much fun last year. It's just really one of those events you get hooked on it. You get addicted to it.
That's a beautiful military boat. Looks like it goes fast. It could catch you or help you.
Catch you or help you. Two good things.
Yes, we need both.
In 2019, Winterfest was named USA Today's 10 Best Holiday Parade, and we were mentioning this before, ranking number 3 behind the Tournament of Roses and America's Thanksgiving Parade. So
Amazing.
I think that's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing.
That is cool.
And also, it was listed in Reader's Digest as one of America's 100 best events. One of the top 20 best parades in the world by the International Festival and Events Association and USA Today, as I mentioned. This places Winterfest in the prestigious company of the Macy's, Disney, and Rose Bowl parades.
This is Biscayne Bay Foundation. It's a Frozen theme, and you can figure that out right away. Because there is Olaf. Olaf is surrounded by all the frozen icicle lights on the boat. The Biscayne Bay Foundation works really hard all year long restoring waterways around South Florida. And that's important because tourism is one of our
big things.
Yeah, I mean, what brings in, the money is also our waterways. So this group is very important to our community. They also protect wildlife.
Yeah, on board tonight, friends and family, and they say their daughter Madison is a huge Frozen fan, so I'm guessing she's seen the new movie. This is their second year in the parade. Last year, they won Best Nonprofit.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I love the Frozen movies, and especially Olaf. Because
Olaf is so
Olaf
adorable.
is played by actor Josh Gad,
Yeah.
and Josh Gad is from right here in South Florida.
And he loves Deco.
He loves Deco. He grew up watching Deco Drive, and he's done so well in Hollywood for himself. But he just brings that extra little spark to Frozen,
And he's so innocent. I love Olaf. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
He's got a big heart. If he has a heart, I don't know if he has a heart. Something's beating. This is Tiki Beach. I hope somebody would do an Aquaman theme boat.
Yeah,
and
we
here we
wanted
go.
to see Jason Momoa.
Exactly. Without a
Jason
shirt
Momoa
on
on the boat.
This is Tiki Beach. It's a 56-foot bamboo-covered party boat taking us straight to Atlantis. What's a trip under the sea without a mermaid? And you're going to see her in a second. She's going to swing from something. There's Jason Momoa. Wink, wink.
Hi, Jason.
There's a
There she
mermaid.
is. She and all the other sea animals you see are actually humans. They're part of the Miami performance group Creatures. They can transform themselves into animals and mythical creatures. And they're really good at it, too. This is Tiki Beach's 8th appearance at Winterfest after a 10-year hiatus. So they're back and better than ever.
Shane Duncan band on board the South Florida Princess. She's a beauty. They're rocking it out tonight. The Shane Duncan band is playing live on this boat. I was stopping to see if we could listen.
Yeah, we wanted to take a listen. Wait, not playing yet. This is a hugely popular South Florida band. They play everywhere, by the way. They play in local bars, local events. You can even hire them for your own party. How awesome is that? It's always good to have a great
I always
band.
wanted to do that. Like, have a little party, but yet, like, have some live music.
Well, the music makes the party.
It really
I
does.
mean, you know, people are out dancing because they
There
can't
they
resist
are.
it. Yeah,
Here,
there
let's
they are.
listen.
Maybe
Oh,
they're
they're
in
setting up.
Yeah, they're setting up, or maybe they're in between. They took a little. They
That's
took a
true.
quick
Well,
break.
this is the beginning of the parade route, so who knows? But that's a great group to check out, Shane Duncan Band.
And here comes Riverfront Cruises decked out in holiday lights. They do 90-minute tours of the Venice of America. They call Fort Lauderdale the Venice of America because all of its canals and waterways.
And Riverfront Cruises has been in this parade for 10 years. And in case you're interested, they operate out of Fort Lauderdale. So check them out. Looks like they're having a great time inside too.
It really is true. It is like Venice. Here.
I mean, yeah, you can have you can do so many things on the water. Oh, this is adorable. This is Tuned Up. This is a Winnie the Pooh boat on board the Tuned Up. And all the people are dressed in costume with LED lights and necklaces. They have LED lighting all around the boat, as you can see right there. LEDs pop.
Yeah, they do. And this is the first time in the parade for the Tuned Up. These are all board members and owners in a local condo. They always wanted to be in the parade. And this year, well, you know what? They decided to do it.
Better wake up for this Grease-themed boat. This is Breezy Tiki Charters. Yeah. They decorated to represent Danny Zuko's car in the movie Grease. You know, the car was greased lightning.
You got to say it like Danny Zuko. You know what I'm saying?
What did she say at the end? What about it, stud?
Or tell me about it.
Tell me about it, stud.
Everyone on board is dressed up as the Thunderbirds and Pink Ladies. Looks like a party to me. Speaking of which, you can rent this boat too for your own private party. This is the second time in the parade for these guys.
Breezy Tiki Charters. How cute. Because I need a man. Mustang Sally. Check out this beautiful Donzi Sport Fisherman. Nice boat. They're doing a Christmas movie theme with thousands of lights. And of course you can see there's a big old reindeer at the bow. And the name of the boat is Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally. Yeah, I like singing. It's named after the owner's favorite pastime, Mustang horses, which are, by the way, so beautiful. Friends and family are on board, wishing all of South Florida a very Merry Christmas. Love these lights. I love the icicle lights that are, strung around the boat.
That's a gorgeous boat. I've been trying to manifest
pretty.
A boat and been looking around.
Yeah.
Just looking.
And
that's a gorgeous fishing boat. This is a pretty boat too, all hooked up. Aw, another Little Mermaid boat. This one inspired by 8-year-old Madison. Madison is dressed up as a Little Mermaid. You'll see her in a minute. And this is all hooked up, as I mentioned, and it's our third time in this parade.
They have Cortex cameras mounted on the boat, 2,000 lights, inflatable fish, seashells, and clams help decorate the boat. It took them 2 weeks to put it all together. They even have Ursula and sharks.
I like how they did the rope on the outside, almost like
like
representing.
Water.
Yeah,
It's water, right?
No. But it's liquid. I don't know. Maybe it's like to represent water or lightning or I would assume water, like a wave, But that's clever.
Or Jaws. I'm kidding.
Or Jaws. Donna,
The teeth.
baby shark. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is Gnarly Marlin doing an Avatar theme. They have a banshee on the bow there with its wings spinning. Look at that. That is so clever. The Tree of Souls is in the stern, and people on board are dressed up in character costumes.
The decorations are all handmade. This is the second time in the parade for the Gnarly Marlin. They said they loved seeing all the boats and decorated homes last year. They also liked hearing the crowds cheer. I bet they hear a lot of cheering tonight. I was saying while you were talking, rudely, I apologize, but I can't wait for the sequel to Avatar. Because it's been years, but hopefully
they're going to make you really want it.
They really do, just like Star Wars.
We just came from a 22-foot boat, power boat, and now we're going to a 76-foot Ferretti. And this is The Office. They're doing a Saturday Night Fever theme on board The Office tonight. They've got disco balls, neon lights, and they're dressed as characters from the movie. And the owners of the boat picked the theme because they remember the disco nights that they spent dancing back in the 70s.
Yeah.
So who doesn't love disco?
This is the third year in the parade for The Office, and they keep getting better every year. They're even playing the staying alive, staying alive.
Very nice. That's a gorgeous boat.
So festive. I love
So
doing
festive.
this. I want to be on a boat right now. I want to be on the bow of the boat saying I'm the king of the world.
That'd be queen. But yeah, but the next best thing is to watch it.
Yes, it is. It
You
is.
know?
It is.
It is just an incredible parade. And this year we have, I think, 100 entries. Every year it grows. And so we've got some new entries, and we've got entries that have been with us since the beginning of time, and some that's been around for the last 5 or 10 years. So when you decide to commit to entering your boat, it is definitely a commitment. You have to plan, you have to shop for the lights, you have to enter your boat, come up with a theme.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dedication.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's
it
like,
does.
you know, I get on myself for barely being able to put up my Christmas tree. And
Yeah, I'm really
they're
ashamed. Did you put it up finally? Oh my gosh, Shireen
I am
Sandoval.
putting it up tonight.
Well, you bet her
it's
tonight?
Up. It's up, but it's not
It's
decorated.
naked. It's naked. Okay, well, it's up then. That counts.
It's like feeling itself right now. It just, you know,
Feeling
has
it.
to
Yeah,
decide
it's
on
like, what do I
theme.
want? What do I want? Yeah, don't do all colors like me. Do something different.
Oh no, mine's like a Pope vintage store threw up on my tree. You know
well,
how I am,
of
girl.
course. Yeah, vintage.
Yeah.
This is the pontoon party, and it looks like they're having a party on board with their blinking lights there. They're doing the Griswold's Christmas on board, one of our favorite movies, as we discussed. They've added 3,600 lights this year. They've added 3,600.
That's
it's like a
crazy.
Christmas tree. Like, I think I bought like 8 boxes, and still it's like, it's just kind of, it's
And
not
you
enough.
went and bought more. That's what you said.
Yeah. It was the lights, they say, that gave them the idea for this thing.
They wanted to make it as bright and tacky as they could. Their words, not ours. That is why they added the giant inflatable on the top deck. Now, remember in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when Clark put all the lights in the house and blew out the power in the entire neighborhood? Love that. Friends and family are on board, and this is the second year in the parade for these guys, and they are festive and having a good time.
Well, if they like to be tacky, then they should have my childhood Christmas tree.
Oh,
My
this-
mom loved tinsel.
Yeah, oh, I love tinsel. And garland. I love this song. Mariah. Christmas tree. Let's hear it.
It's hard not to sing.
I know that. Well, I know it's.
Nothing says holiday music more than Mariah Carey's Christmas album. I mean,
I know.
It's
she,
so
She really
contagious.
does have a great Christmas album.
so yeah, you grew up with tinsel and garden too?
Yes.
Garland. My mom did not. She literally would take a clump of tinsel, and I can talk about her because she's not watching right now.
And throw it on
yeah,
the
she
tree.
would throw it. Like, no, you're supposed to do it string by string, so it would look like vomit on our trees.
You know what I also do is on the end of my branches of my tree,
Yeah.
I put ribbons.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so I do the garland, the
Yeah.
tinsel, the
Very vintage.
ribbons. Yeah, I mean it's a little crazy. It's a little cray cray, but
Deco has done stories on these guys, the tikis.
yes,
and
we
they're
have.
so cute.
Such a great idea.
They're the Cruise and Tiki Charters, and they're doing Christmas in Margaritaville. This is the theme here. So you can get on one of these, and they'll take you anywhere. It's so cute. You can rent them for your own party.
Yeah, and they're decorated with surfboards, flip flops, and of course margaritas. Local parrot head Tommy Bourbon is spinning those Jimmy Buffett songs. And of course, you know, Jimmy Buffett's doing his musical. He did it here at
did,
the Broward.
yeah.
It came and went, but
That
it was amazing. Yeah, and he, of course, loves South Florida.
And
Loves
look at the
being here.
parrots. This is very clever.
I like this. There's
Yeah.
nothing like being on the water at a bar. Right?
Right?
It's just right there. And then you get to see the sights and the sounds
Just
of
hold on
Fort
tight.
Lauderdale, the waterway. Yeah.
Don't fall over.
They're good friends of Deco Drive, so big happy holiday. to
There's
them.
no place like home on our particular harbor. That's the name of this, our particular harbor. This boat is doing the Wizard of Oz theme, my absolute second favorite movie of all time. Did you know it is the 80th anniversary of the Wizard of Oz movie?
I do, and they have the
80 years.
new movie
Yes.
Judy starring Renee
I
Zellweger.
have not seen that.
Oh,
I
it's
really-
very good.
Did you see it?
I did see
Did
it.
you cry your eyes out?
It's sad, but
But her
this
life
movie
is
isn't.
so
So interesting, so talented, and this is one of the most famous movies
So
ever.
They're and they're reenacting on the boat here different scenes from the Wizard of Oz.
They do a great job, and their friends and family fly in from all over the country to take part in the parade, which is not surprising because most places are cold this time of year. We have the most fantastic weather.
This is the Big Dog Tackle. Big Dog Tackle doing the Batman, or doing Batman as their theme.
Batman.
They built all the decorations by hand themselves. They've got the bat sign, Batmobile, and used 10,000 lights.
Oh yeah, listen. It took 4 weeks to put all of this together. They even have the Batman characters, Robin, Catwoman, and the Penguin. You're Batwoman, and I'm your Robinette.
Oh, you are my Robinette. It's a Wonderful Life, your favorite movie on board the Equinox 2 tonight. This entry is dedicated to the original participants of this boat parade, Francis Schuster and his wife. That's a gorgeous boat.
Yeah, they were members of the Coral Ridge Yacht Club back in the 70s and decided to decorate their boat and ride around the harbor. The Coral Ridge Yacht Club says it really is a wonderful life on the water in South Florida.
And you can see Olaf on the top, I believe. This is a 74-foot yacht. Gorgeous.
I always cry when I see the movie Wonderful Life.
I know, me too.
It's just, it's such a tearjerker.
It is.
Yeah,
it
it really is.
Sometimes I don't want to cry, so I don't want to
I
watch it.
love crying at the movies.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah. But you have to see Judy, by the way, that new movie.
Judy Garland.
Yeah,
it didn't get much press.
It didn't.
I noticed.
It's an independent movie, but I will tell you this. Renee Zellweger will be nominated for an Oscar. She does it pretty amazing. And it's not about Judy's whole life. It's about, like, the last year of her life and the last performances. But they do have flashbacks into, the Wizard of Oz and, the movie making, which is really our theme tonight, which is really interesting stuff.
So let's talk about how the parade is planned. They start planning like the day after the parade. It takes more than a village. The boat committee meetings happen all year long.
Yeah.
Winterfest staff and board members are joined by the control boat captains, the towboat operators, the bridge tenders, the charter captains, the ham operators, dock masters, government agencies like U.S. Fish and Wildlife, Coast Guard Auxiliary, FTL Marine Patrol, and FTL Fire Rescue BSO. That is incredible. So they have these meetings all year long.
And up next, we have Sea Tow with the 12 Dinghies of Christmas. They're doing a little mermaid theme with the 12 Dinghies of Christmas. The Coral Ridge Yacht Club and Gulfstream Sailing Club donate the cute little dinghies every year. I always love this one.
So cute. Each is a teddy bear or giraffe with its own sparkle lights, right? So cute. Sebastian, Ariel, and the Sea Witch are all on the Sea Tow boat. And every person is wearing life jackets donated by Sea Tow Foundation. You gotta have your life jacket on. We've done so many stories how they save people's lives. How cute is that?
Look. Oh my God.
He's got a life jacket on, right? Safety first.
I love it.
Adorable.
This one is always just makes me happy. I just have that big smile on my face when I watch it go by.
Thank you, Sea Tow. Well, if you've got a boat, sometimes you need to be towed. Call them. Oh my God! I was just at the Galleria 2 nights ago.
Yes.
And at the Gallery Mall.
Yeah. Would you buy me? Were you buying me a present?
Well, they're those big reindeer.
Yeah.
They now flash.
Oh,
they're like
so we're gonna see
3
that
stories
soon.
tall. Yeah.
But right now we have Misdirection. Here's a lights, camera, action boat on board the Misdirection. Several thousand lights decorating this 108-foot boat. This is their first time in the parade, and they're doing it for the kids.
The kids say they're most excited to see, guess who?
Who?
Not us. Santa Claus.
Of course. Ho, 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 ho.
He is at the end of the parade.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They say on a Coast Guard helicopter.
Really?
That's going to be
So
interesting.
what do you want for Christmas besides world peace?
There they are. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh my gosh. So yeah,
This
I was
is
at
your
the
favorite.
Gallery
Yes, so
Mall
you were
in Fort
telling me.
Lauderdale the other day. And
Yep.
look, his nose is flashing, but they also have additional reindeer in front of the mall that I feel like they got bigger and more flashy. So this is Dasher and Dancer here and all their reindeer friends resting up for the big flight. Okay, so they just went themselves. And they borrowed the Galleria Mall's 24-foot high reindeer to represent them tonight. They're lighting up South Florida on the waterways as they roll on down the river.
Very nice. On board is Miss Florida Teen USA, Katia Gary, and Miss Pompano Beach Teen, Caroline Milroy. Joe's saxophone is up on one of the deer playing the sax tonight. He performs for special events at the mall. Where do you think Santa goes to help fill, his sack with all those gifts? Of course, like Lynn said, the Galleria Mall, of course. It's a great place to shop, to eat, and it's the best time to go because in the holidays,
so festive.
On the holidays, they have it's decked out. You find all kinds of great deals. And I always say, on the 8th day, God created the Galleria Mall. I love that
That's
place.
so funny. And you know what's great about that mall is that you do some shopping, and if you just go like maybe a half mile,
Right.
you'll run into the ocean, the water.
Yeah, I know, I
It's
like
so
it.
close to the beach.
Make sure to stop by Macy's, Dillard's, Neiman Marcus, and H&M. They have everything you'll need for those on your nice list this year. And speaking of Santa, if we see the reindeer, you know who's coming up soon.
The
Just
big
saying.
man himself, and like I say, behind every big man is his supportive wife.
That's right.
Can't forget about Mrs. Claus. I always feel like she gets a little gypped.
I always say that, and Lynn says she feels sorry for her sometimes, and I tell Lynn, I'm pretty sure she's only in it for the toys.
This is DJ Isla, a reindeer theme on board the DJ Isla tonight. Now, there's really not a DJ on board, but the boat is actually named for their kids, DJ, Diana and Jacob, D and J. Okay, that's how they came up with the name. The Isla represents Puerto Rico, where they are from. So obviously when you buy a boat, you want to name it. It's kind of like you're a child, so the name of the boat is very important to them.
And this is their first time in the parade.
Aw.
The boat looks like the head of the reindeer. It was, by the way, daughter Diana's idea for the decorations. 2,000 lights are making this 21-foot powerboat sparkle.
Gorgeous.
So what do you want for Christmas? I already got your Christmas gift, though, but what do you want?
It sounds so cheesy, but I could really use a good pair of slippers.
Oh,
Like for the
okay.
house, our
That's
floor
easy.
now is like really hard.
As long as you take off your shower cap when you're wearing them.
Yeah, well, no, I like to do that, and not much else. Just the shower cap and slippers.
Keeping it festive.
This is the Loggerhead Cycle Boats on board the BYOB. Woohoo! Speaking of festive, this is the Loggerhead Cycle Boats. I already said that. How cool is this? You can actually go on the boat and pedal your way around the intercoastal.
That's a workout.
We just
Yeah.
had pasta, Shireen. We should start pedaling.
I just want to go lay down, but that's a good way to work off the calories. If that sounds like too much work, they do have an engine for people like me. It's a party boat. So they have the ice and cups. You just BYOB, friends and co-workers of Loggerhead Cycle Boats are doing the pedal power tonight. But what I would do is I'd have the party and make all my friends pedal.
There you go. Faster, faster. Here comes a rockin' boat. Jingle Bell Rock, to be exact. This is the Night Star, and they're decked out in white lights and stars. It's a 74-foot powerboat. Gorgeous.
Yes, Fleet Advantage Truck Leasing is having their Christmas party on board tonight.
That's clever.
Such a great idea.
Yeah.
We should do that for the Deco Drive holiday
We
party.
should. We don't have a budget, but you
We
know
don't,
what? We
but
could
maybe somebody'd feel sorry for us.
yeah.
and put
Could
us
somebody
on a
provide
boat.
us a boat and a captain, please?
We thought about
and
going
fuel?
to the Anderson. That's a great place.
That Anderson is a good place. I
Yeah,
didn't know
we
about
might-
this.
yeah. Well,
What were you
we
gonna tell
haven't really decided on a date yet, but I think we better hurry up and decide. But it is a really great idea to have your holiday party during the boat parade, and you could cheers to all the spectators watching and
gosh.
families and
Super.
friends, and that is a gorgeous boat. That's the kind of boat you should buy.
That's what
and
I
a
like
goat
that,
too if you want
and
one.
and a ski boat too. Like
And a ski boat.
on the
Okay, but if you
side,
get
you
this
know.
one, then you can pick me up on the weekends.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we can go work on our tan.
well,
We
you know
both
what?
need to
Looks
work
like,
on our dance.
it looks like these people really like working together and are celebrating that. Salute to the military on board the water. We salute the red, white, and blue, and all of our veterans and all of our active military men and women, both here and abroad, with this military-themed entry.
This military-themed entry courtesy of South Florida Ford and Winterfest. Look at those beautiful blue stars. Vessel is decorated by 6 Star Entertainment, and I love 6 Star Entertainment.
This
They're
is a
on
water
it.
taxi.
Yeah,
So this will take you around town.
very entertaining too.
And we remember all the men and women this holiday season who can't be home with their families and friends.
Serving our country, yeah.
Yeah, serving.
Especially
yeah,
this
exactly.
time of year.
Yeah, so.
And I always love
Salute
those
to
stories
them.
on the news when somebody will come home early that's
I
been
know.
stationed abroad and they see their kid at school, or we take it for granted sometimes that
We do.
our families are with us, but some people have to make that sacrifice, and of course we appreciate that sacrifice.
Here comes Santa's Edgy Boat, the Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau and Winterfest putting this underground boat together. The CVB highlighting Fort Lauderdale's hip vibe, saying that we are greater together on a parade. Oh, I like the lights there. Light, camera, action, all lit up in words.
Yeah, this lights, camera, action, music, and entertainment rock-on boat features a confetti cannon shooting out fish food. not fish. Fish food.
Oh, that's cute. Look, see, they're shooting it out now.
Yeah, it is
So it's
cool.
it's not garbage.
Yeah, no,
That's-
it's nope,
that's
not
brilliant.
garbage. It's decked out with giant guitars and Oscars. And the Oscar goes to representing our theme, Movies on Parade. They're on board the water taxi tonight.
What do you want for Christmas, Miss Sandoval?
Oh, I mean, I always say shoes, but it's true. I mean, you can never have too many shoes.
You just told me that you had to tell your friend.
To stop buying
Right.
me shoes. Well, it depends on the shoe. I mean, you can never have enough, high
I
heels.
gave you
or-
shoes last year. Boots.
You did, but they weren't my size. Do you remember that? I took them
Did
back.
you? Did you? What did you get? Different ones?
I did. I got
Same
oh, look
ones
at
or
them.
different?
No, different.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually got these really cool clear high heels. But thank you, by the way.
Let's listen.
They are going, man. Rock on.
They got to do this for 12 miles. Yeah, they're rocking.
Talk
all
about
right.
burning calories.
Uh-huh.
I throw my back out doing that.
Wow, that's really nice. I like how they remember the back. On board here, Catholic Health Services brings the reason for the season to the parade with this live nativity. Winterfest and Catholic Health Services are teaming up to bring this festive float together with you. Noel on the front there, beautiful live nativity there as well.
Catholic Health Services is one of the largest post-acute healthcare providers in South Florida. They help over 7,000 people daily with respect for all human dignity, regardless of race, creed, or religious affiliation. So, doing it for the people, like it. That's what the holidays is all about.
Yeah, giving, helping others, thinking of your neighbor, giving without expecting to receive anything.
When you give to me, I always expect.
I know, but we're the exception. You're so funny. Here is the Fine Experience boat. Now, this is a really interesting group. They say they are like a Make-A-Wish for healthy people. They help people find fun things to do while they're healthy.
Oh, that's really a
Huh.
good idea. That's interesting. Well, and that could be, fishing, going, four-wheeling, you name it. It's a good message, which is live for today, Carpe
So
Diem,
true.
you never know. They're decked out in red, white, and blue, which that's the company colors. Captain, crew, and friends, they're all on board together.
So mention them again. The company name is Fine Experience. I've never heard of them.
Yeah, what would
That's
you
so
want to
interesting.
do? You probably want to jump out of a plane or something, although you've already done that.
I want to go to Machu Picchu. I want to climb that. I also want to hike the Grand Canyon, spend the night, and go back up. That's on my
Yeah.
list.
Uh-huh.
What about you? You want to do anything dangerous or deadly?
Oh, yeah. I don't know about deadly. Maybe scuba dive one day.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
I'd like to do it in
scuba
a
dive.
pool.
Yeah.
Let's start
Oh,
with a
no, I'd
pool.
like to do it in the ocean.
This is here's the Construction Angels boat. They're a group that actually steps in to help families of construction workers who are injured on the job. And again, another thing we all don't think about probably, we're on the road. Construction workers have really dangerous jobs,
Yeah,
whether
they do.
they're on scaffolding or in traffic. And when the breadwinner is out of commission, they need help, and this group comes and helps them out.
And they're doing a Lego theme with more than 5,000 lights.
That's super
I
clever.
love a good Lego challenge. You can build so many cool different things.
Look at this. This boat is going to the dogs. Who let the dogs out?
Who?
101 Dalmatian Dogs is their theme. Mauve Paint Contractors, MAV. Ooh, how clever. Is on board tonight with the family dressed up as characters from the movie.
Very nice. First time in the parade for the Fishful Thinking Boat. They say they're trying to teach their kids about community service, and being part of a community event like Winterfest is a really good lesson. The kids picked the 101 Dalmatians theme.
We're moving quick here. Arr, here comes the
Arr, matey.
Bluefoot Pirate. Bluefoot Pirate Adventures with the Renaissance Festival pirates on board. I've never been to the Renaissance, but I have a couple of friends who have, and they say it's amazing. They have really loud cannons. That's what you're hearing. And they are blasting them. Here's why. The pirates on the big ship are trying to keep Barnacle Bill on that small boat from stealing their treasure. Arr.
Speaking of treasures, the Florida Renaissance Festival runs the weekend, starts in February at Quiet Waters Park in Deerfield Beach. It's their 28th year of food, fun, history, and adventure. And the Bluefoot Pirates offer a fun boating adventure for your kids. So there's something for everyone.
I hope they're wearing hearing protection. because those are really loud cannons. But they sounded very authentic. You know, when you go to the Renaissance Festival, I hear you got to dress the part yourself, even if you're just going to watch. You must partake in the.
Of course, it's part of the fun. We have a couple of Deco Drive viewers. Deb, one of our big
That's
fans,
right,
she
Deb,
does
we
the
love
Renaissance Festival every year.
Here's another Frozen theme on the J-Star tonight. They're decked out in 1,000 white and blue icicle lights with Olaf there at the front as well. He's popular.
Yeah, Elsa, Anna, even Olaf. It took them 4 days to put all of this together. That's pretty. I like this one. That's pretty.
4 days? That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. They must have had a lot of help because they've got a lot going on here.
Yeah, but
with
it's
lights
pretty cool.
and blow-ups.
Yeah.
And everybody's in. Oh, everybody's like coordinated, color coordinated a bit.
One
white
year,
and dark.
Deco Drive got me a blow-up Snoopy doll.
I remember
It
that.
died. I love a good
What
blow-up doll.
happened?
I think it got a snag on it or something. But every year I blow it up. It would make everybody in the house mad because it made a really weird noise.
Oh wow!
You know, keeping
maybe
the
it
thing
died
blown up.
like somebody like brought it to a quick death.
Yeah. Oh.
You know,
I didn't think
I'm just guessing.
That's not a Christmas
Well, or
miracle.
maybe just you think all good things come to an end. This beautiful little thing is the Grinch boat. This is the Misty Megan.
Now this is one of those that I love because even though it's really small, it just makes a big impression because the lights are great. They've done it up. It has the Grinch. It's the Grinch in the front.
Right.
And it's festive. I like the big boats, but there's something really charming about the smaller boats.
You don't need to be a multimillionaire to be in this parade, although no boat is cheap. They all require, maintenance and some love. And you're right. Oh, look at the little girl. She's so cute. She's like, are you going to pay attention to me? Hello, I want to dance. Wave, wave, wave. How cute is she?
Yeah, thumbs up. He's giving us a thumbs up. Happy holidays.
Oh, and everybody's dressed in green and red.
Santa hat. Like it. Like it.
That guy in the back not. That's okay.
It's really about the energy and the spirit
Yeah.
too,
Oh,
and
it's
especially
so
when you have a
cute.
small boat, you just want to make that friendly contact with the people when they're watching you and you're going by and just
they're
wishing
so
everybody
happy.
a happy holiday.
Everybody's waving. That's so cute. All right, these next three boats are the Ocean Cleanup entry with 4Ocean. 4Ocean is an ocean cleanup group that removes almost 10,000 pounds of junk, garbage, debris from our local waters every week. 10,000 pounds. Man, we need to clean up our
Yeah,
act.
that's not good.
So this is 4Ocean, the number 4Ocean, Unit 4.
There's artwork on board made by Free Our Seas. The art was actually made with debris taken from the ocean. That's pretty interesting. They're trying to spread awareness through artivism. Like activism?
Yeah.
Artivism?
Making art out of trash.
Yeah, get it? Art, yeah, I already said that. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Lynn, you got
But
it.
I just it breaks my heart, and I'm sure everybody else listening to think about how much garbage is in our ocean and our
It is,
waterways.
yeah. We see that in the whales too. Sometimes they
Yes.
leach themselves because
Yes.
they'll cut them open and they have all this plastic inside them and they can't digest their food, and they don't know when they have their mouth open and they're trying to get little fishies. They don't know the difference between a fish and a piece of plastic, unfortunately. So it's really good to do our part to keep our waters clean. It's so important.
We have to recycle, and we have to pick up our
recycle.
garbage.
Yes.
So number 82, there's a stingray on board.
Oh,
This is
that's
what we're talking-
cool, yeah.
Made out of trash, debris,
Oh,
stuff
wow. Okay.
that they found. So there's your art. But yeah, we have to recycle, lessen plastic use, and don't throw stuff in the ocean.
Yeah, plastic and paper, big ones. Those are so
Oh, there's
easy
a
to
peace
recycle.
sign. Sorry to interrupt. Look
Yeah,
at the peace
no,
sign. That's
and this is
clever.
some more art.
Yeah, from the 4Ocean units. That's very clever.
And that's a creative idea. I like it when they come up with those very
Yeah.
creative ideas. That's a good one. One of my favorite of the parade so
So,
far.
so this is Unit 10, 5,000 pounds of ocean plastic. They found 5,000 pounds of ocean plastic in Florida this week alone.
What?
5,000 pounds. And it's all done, the cleanup is all done in these small boats with just a couple of people going around picking up trash. Is that incredible? Thank you, 4Ocean.
It's pretty cool.
So they make everything out of art. That is amazing. This is the Duffy with the Grinch theme. You can see the Grinch inflatable on board. They say they love this movie, which is, of course, why they chose the theme.
First time in the parade for the Duffy. They say they wanted to join because it just looked like fun, and I think a lot of people say that throughout the years. You know, they get involved because there's a lot of spirit that comes along with doing this, you know.
Don't you love that part of the movie, or even in the book, in the story, where Cindy Lou Who sees Santa, but he's not, he's really the Grinch, and she's getting a cup of water in the middle of the night, and he's stealing everything in the fridge, and she's like, Santa, but why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? And he says, well, I'm going to go take it somewhere and fix it, and then I'm going to bring it back here. And tucks her into bed. Her little face is so cute. That's a great movie. That's a great book.
It is a great book. I haven't read that recently though, so feel free to bring me a copy.
I will. I'll read it to you because I love reading.
Oh yeah.
This is the rock, Shireen. The name is short for Shamrock because it's a little 22-foot shamrock boat.
Oh, I love a good shamrock boat. The owner is actually from Georgia and has participated in boat parades up there, so decided to step it up a notch and join Winterfest. He flew in yesterday to decorate his boat, and he's heading back to Georgia after the weekend.
Oh, that is so nice.
He's a 25-year-old captain, and he's been boating his entire life and even started his own boat business in Georgia when he was just in high school. How cool is that?
25 years old, and he's flourishing and a part of South Florida's Winterfest Boat Parade.
I say he just relocates. Forget Georgia. Just come down to South Florida. Poseidon.
This is the Poseidon Marine.
Yeah.
Poseidon Marine with their Christmas-themed boat. It's their first year ever in the parade as well. And the reason they joined was because Captain Mauricio promised his daughter that, you know what, we're going to join the parade this year. And they did.
What a good dad. They used more than 1,000 lights and inflatable decorations to create this entry. Family and friends are joining them on board. Poseidon Marine is based in Pompano Beach.
You know, when you make a promise to a kid,
you got to stick with it.
You definitely have to.
I did like the movie Poseidon, too. It's been a while since that was out, but that was a good one. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
I never did.
Okay, well, maybe not watch it.
And this is just a reminder that this parade is televised by our lovely, wonderful TV station, WSVN, in Florida. You can also see it in Boston and Comcast in South Florida and throughout the United States. It's also aired internationally throughout various markets, and I believe it airs on Christmas Day and many other times. So you can watch it now, you can watch it again. Remember, the spirit is giving.
Yes.
And also giving toys.
Yes.
This is the Toys for Tots afloat, accompanied by the Marine Corps JROTC program from Deerfield Beach High School with 6 cadets on board. They're part of the Marine Corps Junior Officers Training Corps.
Toys for Tots partners with Lauderdale Marine Center, a 208-slip boat yard, and Marina in Fort Lauderdale, which serves as a Toys for Tots drop-off location this holiday season. The Toys for Tots gives Christmas presents to underprivileged children across the country. They're in the parade every year, but this year they're dedicating their entry to former WSVN General Manager Bob Leiter.
You know, Bob, he's such a big part of Winterfest, and Bob was a big supporter of Winterfest and gave thousands of hours of his time to make the parade bigger and better every year. And Bob passed away not too long ago. Shereen and I were just talking about him right before the show, saying, man, it feels like Bob's here.
Yeah, it does.
It didn't feel like Winterfest without him. But I feel like he's here. I don't want to get too sappy.
I feel like he's here, and he's smiling down on the parade. This is his favorite time of year. He loved the Black Tie Ball. He loved Winterfest Boat Parade, loves being with his family, and, of course, his work colleagues. And although we miss him, this is part of his legacy.
And Bob was very generous and believed that, you know, the spirit of giving is what Toys for Tots is all about, and that's why he was also connected with that program as well. Miss you, Bob. Check this out. This is a 101 Dalmatians boat. The Collins family of Plantation say that their 101 handmade wooden Dalmatians on board are done by them.
Yeah, people from Plantation will recognize them from the owner's home display. Nice of them to bring them on the water this year for everyone else to see. They have 16 channels of LED lights synchronized with Christmas and holiday music. The name of this boat is Highly Effective. Yeah. It's highly effective. Get it? Highly effective. The owners say it represents their rating system used for teachers. They're both public school teachers at South Plantation High School. So it's their first year in the parade, and that's pretty witty.
So cute because they spell their boat highly, Hylee, and effective, EPHEKTIVE. That's adorable.
It's a double entendre. Right. I like that. Good for teachers. And next we have the Sensation. The movie Coco is the theme of the Sensation tonight. That's the movie where the little boy wants to be a musician.
This is another boater who just watched the parade and decided, you know what, I'm going to join this year. 24-foot powerboat looks like $1 million.
Yeah, and this is such a great movie, such a great animation with Diego Luna in it, and
Yes.
one of my favorite. It's kind of it's one of those surprising animations, you know, and very festive, and definitely with highlighting the Hispanic heritage. And
Right.
I really like that.
Serenity 3 is on board here. Check out this man cave. Here's the world's first floating pool table.
Oh, that's cool.
Billards by Brandt and the Police Athletic League of North Miami have teamed up for the ultimate pool game on the waterway tonight.
They also have a pinball machine and a foosball table on board. Who doesn't love a good foosball table?
I'm pretty good at football.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I can see that. You're competitive. All the big celebrities use Billards by Brandt for their home game rooms. I've always wanted a game room.
It would be a lot of fun.
I'm going to keep that in mind when I
You know,
build my game
when
room.
you get your mansion and I get a boat.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You know it.
Looks like there's a beauty queen on board or somebody with a crown. Although all women should wear crowns.
They should.
As Taylor Swift says, we all got crowns. Here's the Coco, and their theme obviously is from the movie Coco. This family just moved to South Florida from California, and they couldn't wait to be in the parade. They like the Coco theme because it represents, as Shireen just mentioned, the Latin culture, including the idea that you keep family members in your mind and on your hearts when they have passed away.
500 lights decorate this 32-foot powerboat. Family and friends are on board, and they're having a good time. I mean, and it's so much different, you know, Florida and California. So, you know, this is really, you know, baptism by fire.
Right.
Coming here and being in the
It
boat
looks like they
parade.
know what they're doing, though.
Yeah,
And they got the Coco theme
yeah, it
there,
looks
the
like it,
skeleton.
yeah.
That's super cute.
And having a good time.
Having a great
And-
time. You're going to fit right in.
Yeah,
Welcome to
that's
Florida.
That's the main part, having a good time. Happy holidays.
Yeah, that's clever. They're super energetic. So we just have a few boats left.
Really? Already?
Yeah,
It goes by so fast.
It does go by fast. In fact, up next is Chabad Lubavitch of Fort Lauderdale on board the Flamingo. Hanukkah, of course, is the Jewish festival of lights, which is why all their lights are so perfect for the parade.
They've been in the Winterfest parade for years. They always look like they're having the best time. They have a dreidel, a Star of David as decorations. They really they do it up every year. I love it.
Every year.
Yeah.
And they're so enthusiastic.
In 1988, by the way, the Winterfest it became incorporated, and now we're governed by our 50 board of directors, an elite group of city, community, and corporate leaders, and we work with over 350 volunteers. And Lynn mentioned this before, but in 2004, the parade became known as the Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade.
And there's a little bit of lull because Santa's getting ready. So you better just strap on your seatbelt because
Is he coming?
Santa's coming around the corner of the Intercoastal. More than 1 million people watch on the shoreline. That's just the shoreline.
Yeah.
And over 3,000 spectators watch in their boats, or as they say, watercraft.
And yeah, it's
Look
the
at this.
largest one-day spectator event in Florida.
Now, coming down the pike here is good old Rudolph, who was abused and really got back at everybody when Santa said, "You're my main dude." Light FX Pros and Winterfest are lighting up the waterway for Santa with this 15-foot Rudolph.
I see that some of the jolly old man's gifts are also on board. And Lynn, I think in the distance I might see Santa Claus. I think he could be coming.
You better be good. You said you've been good this year?
I think I've been pretty good. I don't know.
Like,
What do you
give
think?
me specifics.
Well, I have purged my closet.
Yeah.
And I made lots of donations.
That's very good person of you.
I've done the dishes every now and then.
That's better than last year.
Yeah, I call my mom every week and tell her I love her.
Wow, and mean it. Wow.
And mean it.
Okay, that's good.
And
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
you have been
What about
good.
you? What have you done?
Well, I've been trying to be a good person. Oh, I picked up some trash the other day in the newsroom. Nobody was looking. It was on the floor.
Oh.
And part of me was like, I'm not picking that up. That's disgusting. But then I was like, no, why should the cleaning people have to pick it up? So I picked up a piece of paper And
I think you need to do a little more.
And I've been calling my mom too.
Oh,
When I
good.
don't
Okay.
want to, I call her.
Okay, good.
Because I want my kids to call me too.
Aw.
And yeah, I mean, I don't throw my banana peels out the window anymore.
Okay,
I throw
good.
them in the trash.
Oh, good. That's a good thing.
Look who's here!
Finally!
Santa Showboat with Dania Point and the city of Dania Beach on board. See it, live it, love it. That's the new call to action for the city of Dania Beach. I used to live there for a brief time.
You did?
I did. They invite you to dine, shop, play, live, work, and stay at the all-new Dania Beach Point, also called Dania Point. And look at the big man himself.
Oh, Santa!
Hi, Santa. Shereen and I have been really good. I'm a size 8 shoe.
I'm a size 6,
Uh-huh.
Santa. Ho, ho, ho. It's Santa Claus, the man of the hour. It's been a fun-filled night on board the Jungle Queen for all the guests, including all of the junior captain nominees, NFL alumni, and their families. This marks the first time Dania Point and the city of Dania Beach have been a part of the Winterfest parade.
Aww.
There's just nothing
That's
better than being with
awesome.
Santa.
Love you, Santa.
Love you, Santa Claus.
And we love you, South Florida. Thank you so much for listening and watching us on Facebook Live for the Winterfest Boat Parade. This has been an amazing year. We had a lot of great boats and a lot of great entries and a lot of enthusiasm.
A lot of enthusiasm. And I just want to say this Christmas, Lynn, I'm so thankful for you and for our show, Deco Drive, and that we get to be a part of Winterfest every year.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Happy holidays. See you next time.
Here's a little ditty about Winterfest. All the boats and homes decked out to be called the best. Colorful lights adding sparkle to the night. Yes, I think we're on a roll. It's so thanks to Seminole. Seminole, hard rock. Seminole, hard rock. Seminole hard rock. Winterfest boat parade. S-T-M-I-N-O-L-E. 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 It's Winterfest for you and me.